Listen. Okay, welcome back to He Say, She Said. We are here with another episode. My name is Kevin Carr. I am your host, your moderator, and sometimes I'm your referee. What we do at this table, we talk about relevant and current event topics, relationship topics from both perspectives. We bring in dynamic personalities, and we find out what he says and what she says. So with no further ado, to my right, I have my good friend Will Patterson. Thanks for being here with us today.
Good to be here, Kev.
Maurice James from BET.com is here.
Also a stand-up philosopher.
We have Ashley Coleman from WriteLaughDream.com to my left.
What's going on?
And then we have Zakia from ILoveHer.com is in the building as well.
What's up, everybody?
How's everybody doing today?
Good.
All right, listen, let's get it started. Now let's talk about marriage.
All right.
Specifically open marriage. There have been rumors for some time about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett's marriage, about them having an open marriage. And I want to read a quote that he supposedly said in a recent article, and where he reads that on marriage, our perspective is that you don't avoid what's natural. You're going to be attracted to people. In our marriage vows, we didn't say forsaking all others. The vow that we made was that you would never hear about it after the fact. If it came down to it, and one said to the other, look, I need to have sex with somebody. Right. I'm not going to do it if you don't approve of it, but please approve of it. So the question is, because you already ready, how do you, open marriage, how do you feel about it?
Basically, no, see, Will Smith had that fine print. He said, look, this is what it is. It's like a disclaimer. Like, I didn't say I was going to be where I was going to be, where I was going to be there, but, you know what I'm saying? So, right, he's there, but he said, like, I didn't say I was going to be there all the time. So that's that fine print, you know, so.
But is there fine print in a marriage?
Yeah, it's a document. Yeah, it's a document. You write it out, you sign it. Yeah, it's like a legal document. And if you put in there that he can do his thing, then, you know, legally he can
you
do
can
that.
Put this, did you find that you added your own addendum?
That's what you chose. You chose your own vows, right?
No, I didn't choose my own vows. I chose the vows of the church.
Okay,
I didn't choose
you
my own vows.
Oh, see, I'm not getting married to church.
A lot of people write their own vows.
So you make your own contract when you get married.
So what's in your vows?
What's in my vows?
We open?
You tell your vows.
We
good to go?
My vows are, again, love, respect, honesty.
Okay.
Because, again, we know that most marriages end due to infidelity and money issues. It's not the actual act of cheating. It's the lying behind the cheating that most marriages end up. Because if I'm being deceptive to my partner, then there's a problem. But if I say to you, you know what? I saw this dude the other day. He was fine. I want to go smack, whatever. And you say, okay, go ahead.
But what about people that see you married or you're in a relationship, you see attractive people all the time?
Yeah,
Does that mean that I need to sleep?
No, it doesn't mean, but again, marriages who are open and who participate.
Well, what's the point of getting married, though? Like, if you're going to get married, at some point you came to a commonality in your life that this is the person for me. This is the person that I want to be with. Like, if I didn't come to that commonality, I wouldn't get married. I'd still be whoring out and doing the same things I've been doing.
But does that only switch once you sign the paper? Because if you're in a serious relationship, are you cheating all over your person who you're in a serious relationship?
You're only cheating if you're married, in my estimation.
I agree, you're right.
In my estimation.
It's not
If I haven't went before God and said that this is the person I forsake all others for, I'm not cheating on you.
You didn't tell me you didn't cheat if your wife, who was once your fiance, you could cheat on her.
Once I put the ring on her finger.
No.
Okay, so listen. Listen to this though. If he said baby, if he said baby, I'm going to sleep with somebody else.
No,
is it cheating then?
No, not if she gives him permission.
If he doesn't though. If she doesn't give him permission.
I'm a grown natural man. I don't need permission to do anything out. No.
Okay, all right, listen.
You just don't get caught. Like I say, if a tree falls in the woods and nobody sees it, does it make a goddamn sound?
It still happens.
Okay, all right, listen.
But doesn't make a sound though.
Because you know what? That tree can start a forest fire.
Wait, you can smoke it the very
A forest fire? All right, wait. Listen. Look.
This sounds like a double standard.
Listen. We're not going to agree on this one. So let's move on to the next subject. Since we talk about marriage, now Phil Jackson.
Getting my blood pressure up.
Phil Jackson, greatest basketball coach of all time, I must say. Now the Lakers suck, which I'm happy about. Anyway, I digress. Now Phil Jackson recently got engaged to his girlfriend of 10 years at the age of 68.
Yes.
So the question is, she dated him for 10 years without a wedding ring. She obviously wanted one because I read an article where she said she was so happy that she got it. Now, the question is that okay for you as a woman? And as a man, when it comes to marriage, is there a rush? When is the time?
The time is whenever you're ready.
I'll let her start.
And no matter if he's 68, 78, 88, 98, if you still alive and got a heart, you can do whatever the hell you want to do. So if he wanted to marry this woman and she'd been with him for 10 years, she might have said, you know what, honey, you about to be old. You might kick the bucket. I need to sign some papers for you. Let's get married so we can make it legal.
So the reason should be because he's about to kick the bucket.
I'm
like,
saying.
I love you and I want to make this, ironclad and official.
We don't know the reason.
You so happen to might be able to die soon.
But we will all die at some point.
Okay, but listen.
Even if tomorrow you die, it still would get
that should be a contingency.
As far as time frames go.
Well, 10 years is a long time to wait for a wedding ring. Or to be in a relationship.
Who wanted to get married after 2 years.
Okay.
After 8 years, matter of fact. And I thought about it, and then I waited. Then 2 years came around, and I actually, you know what? I did it. I was there. I was there. I put a ring on a girl's finger before. Yeah, that was me. I did it.
How'd that work out for you?
Apparently you're not married.
How'd it work out? Have you seen my hands? You see these rings on these fingers?
Yeah.
No, I got out of there, man.
So, but listen, but his situation brings up the question is, are ultimatums okay? How do you feel like by ultimatums?
It's not an ultimatum. It's more of what you're choosing to do. So if somebody comes to you and says, listen, we've been at it for 10 years, but I really just want to move this towards the next level. And if you don't want to, that's okay, but I'm going to go the other way. That's not an ultimatum. That's making a life decision. That's making a choice for what you want for your life.
Because you don't want to be resentful and wake up every day upset at this person. You love them, so you're going to stay with them, but you know that that's not really what you want out of the situation. So at some point, you have to cut it off because people always say, well, why'd you stay so long? Or why'd you stay so long? Because people get comfortable. You want to get out of that comfortable area and do what's best for you.
But what's wrong with a comfortable area? What's wrong with being with somebody 5 years, right? Just listen to the reasoning. You're with someone 5 years, okay? So y'all are going, but you want this ring, you want this commitment. So you get out of that relationship and then you put yourself in another relationship for 2-3 more years before this person comes around. So why not spend it with the person you really loved and adored, and maybe that next year would have been the year that he came around? Because it's one of those things. It just doesn't happen. It hits you like, okay, this is the person I want to be with. It's not a timetable. It's not a contingency. It's like it hits you at a certain time.
Why am I even here?
Part of the problem is that people start. Part of the problem is people start living a life that's like being married after 5 years, and so then things get a little.
But what's wrong with that? Even if it's comfortable, even though you don't have the title or whatever have you, like me and my now wife, we were together, and it was like, okay, I was accustomed to doing me, but at one day, it hit me, and I called my boy. I was like, yo, I think I'm there.
I think I love this
but
girl.
It took time for me to get there.
Right.
So she gave me earlier in the relationship, like, this is where I'm at. And I was like, well, yo, cool, you can roll. And I told her that because I wasn't ready. But when I became ready, it was like, yo, this is who I want to be with.
It comes down to two people being in agreement.
So I think what it comes down to is that even though each of us here, or each of you guys anyway, I don't have an opinion. I'm the referee. I'm in a good chair now. Even though that each of you guys here may have different views, is that we all can agree on is that each individual needs to do what makes them happy. Exactly. Find out what they want and follow that.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm doing right now.
So with that said, we're going to wrap things up, ending on that note. Until next time, it's all about what he says and what she says.
It's not what she says. I mean, I'm a philosopher. I am a philosopher. All right. You want to be a philosopher? Always coffee green. Never ever